Good morning, everybody. It is Wanda here this morning. How are you? We are a few days off Christmas Day, and I thought that I would put on my reindeer ears for you to get into the spirit of Christmas. Now, this morning, I'm just waiting for a few people to hop on. Hi, Irina. How are you, darling? I'm actually being able to look at several things on the computer right now and be able to say hello to the people jumping on. Good morning, everybody. Can you see my little reindeer ears? Love them. I used to buy them for my grandchildren, but I thought, what the heck, I'll put them on. And there's a very good reason why I'm putting them on this morning, and it's because today I very quickly want to talk about this. Do you have your own business? Are you struggling getting yourself out there, right? Are you online? Whatever kind of business that you've got, whatever it is that you're trying to attract into your life, even if you are looking for a love relationship, okay? Here's my question. Are you in disguise? What does that mean? When you are in disguise, you're not allowing your true self to come through because you've got already ideas about who you are. Oh, I can't do this and I'm not really good with people. You know, those kind of beliefs that hold you back. So here's my suggestion. When you are not stepping up to the plate to attract the kind of clients that you want, or to attract the love in your life that you want, someone who is a soulmate, and have your own soul clients come to you, then you have to ask yourself, are you being your true self? Because if you're in disguise and you're hiding, nobody is going to find you. Does that make sense? And if you're looking for a new job, for instance, and you're not putting yourself out there, you're not being in your full confidence because of your limiting beliefs about yourself, then you won't attract to you the right job, the right love of your life, or the right audience for your business. Does that make sense? So the thing is, it is much harder for people to find you when you're not being your true self. And all those kind of beliefs that you do have about yourself, consider them not to be true. That is it. All right? So every time something comes up and you think, I can't do it, I'm a bit of a shy person. Well, who told you that when you were little? Oh, she's very shy. They used to tell me that when I was little because I used to hide behind my father's legs when I was a little girl. And, people used to say, I remember adults saying, oh, she's a little bit shy, isn't she? You know, but I don't look very shy to you right now, do I, with my little reindeer horns on, because I'm going to be having a beautiful reindeer day today. It's the last week of working for me in the art studio. So for me, my holiday starts this week. So what is going to be, hello everybody who has jumped on. So tell me what I've just shared with you. And be honest about it, right? Because, you know, when you write something down when I'm online, you're actually writing it to yourself. You're actually putting that energy out there. So is there something that you're hiding? Is there something that you're not being your true self, right? Because there's really nothing to be scared about. You know, I remember years ago, even like 12 months ago, I was working with a friend of mine called Ray, who was helping me grow my business, and he would say, you've got to get yourself out there, Wanda. And I'm going, but I am. But I wasn't, because I wasn't being very present, and it took me a little while to get my act together that way. But now I don't even feel it, like it's so normal. I found it so strange at first, talking to a computer camera that's sitting on the top of my computer screen, you know. But now every time I see those green lights and I see the writing going up and I'm talking, I know you're there. Energetically, I know you're there. Does that make sense? So don't be afraid. It feels funny, but at first, and you don't know what to say, but I look into that camera and I know that you're there. Energetically, I know you're there. No matter where you're hopping on from. Oh my God, the cards are flying all over the place this morning, and I can't blame the cracks in the table like I did yesterday being at the river. So here we go for this morning's reading. What is in store? I cannot believe it. Okay, look at that one. All right, so here is the Major Arcana card, and it is called the Lovers. Now, as you can see in that picture, there's a male and female embracing with love for each other, and there's a little deer in the background. Can you see that? Now, when you have the Lovers card, it means love. Right? So isn't this amazing? I'm talking about, are you in disguise today? Are you in disguise? And if you're not being your true self and being out there, then you will not attract the love that you really want in your life. You will not attract that person who you feel at this point in your life is right for you. Does that make sense? So that love opportunity, for those of you who are looking for relationships, type it in the comments box and let me know. Are you looking for a relationship? Are you still in disguise? Have you got a blanket over your head? Are you not being your true self? And you want to be able to attract that. So let's get the right person. Let's get the right person coming into your vortex so that you can have a really happy, true relationship. And you must want to know what it is that you want. Okay, not necessarily, you know, on the physical side, but more on the values side. Tony Robbins talks a lot about that in a lot of his workshops. You know, what kind of values do you want in a relationship that supersede the actual physical? Okay, because you can live with the values. You see, that's very, very important. And then, of course, you can think about the physical side too. So here we have the Lovers. Now, this card is not only about love relationships in terms of the relationship you want, but it's also about the love relationship you have with yourself. If the love relationship you have with yourself is dodgy, you're going to attract a bit of dodge, or you're going to attract a similar person with the similar issues that you've got. I'm telling you now, I know all about that. So up-level yourself first to get the real deal, all right? Because I'm telling you now, if you put in an order for steak, salad and chips, and you don't order the mayonnaise, and the mayonnaise is highly important to you, and you don't order it, you're going to regret it, let me tell you. So it's very, very important that you make sure that you have all your bases covered and write it down. Now, not only does this card talk about the relationship you have with yourself, your relationships that you're attracting into your life, or even to do with your clients and so on. This is also the card of making decisions. So there's a big decision to make coming up in the next 12 months. Now, we had that yesterday. If you remember, I talked about the chariot, and the chariot has the black and white horse. And even though the chariot symbolizes a journey overseas or over water or a huge journey, so for a huge journey, just say it's me traveling from Australia to Hong Kong, or from Australia to Europe. But this card is primarily about the relationship you can have with other people, the relationship to yourself, and a decision and a choice that you are going to make. It's going to be a very powerful decision in the future. And it may have to do with relationships or business partners and relationships that you're calling in to your business. That's a very powerful card, and one that's very positive. Do you like that? Okay, very good. Now I'm going to read for, let's have a look. Okay, you're not going to believe who is on right now. Oh my gosh, welcome, welcome. There's Elizabeth, there's And Irina, you're not going to believe this, darling, but you're on the top of the list. So I'm going to read this card for you this morning, okay? Here we go. This card's for Irina, but we all know because it's for Irina, it's going to be a reflection of all of us on the call right now and those who do the replay. Here we go. What do we got? Wow. It is the angel of acceptance. The angel of acceptance is about happiness, beauty, and kindness. What does that mean? It means don't get attached to the mind thoughts. Do not believe what your mind is telling you because it's not true. And it says here, when you start to feel the muddle in your brain and I've got to get this done and this is that person's like that and then whatever the thoughts are all about, calm your mind. And Eric Ho talks a lot about this on his videos. Whenever the mind is going into a full-on spin out, because the mind, right, the mind affects your emotions. And you, at that point, you need to detach from your mind. So what Eric Ho talks about is breathing. The breath is everything. And all you need to do is this. Breathe in and breathe out again through your nose. And breathe in again. And keep doing that and just focus on your breath and those thoughts will go. It does work. All right? It does work. So accept the status quo, what is. Create the change where you can. And in that acceptance, be happy with what is so. And look at the beauty around you and show kindness to people. You know, if you're happy in yourself and you've got a cranky pants customer or you've got a cranky pants person who's walking up the shopping aisle while you're there, give them a smile. Why? Because you are aware, you know. I hope that's been helpful, Irina. I hope that's been helpful, everybody. What are you going to do today to make today super fantastic for you? Pick one thing that you can do. Is it going to be a smile to a stranger? Is it going to be helping a pain in the bum person that you've got to work with? Who is it going to be that you're going to stretch out a little bit of compassion and love for, that maybe someone you're impatient about? Maybe you're going to go to work today with reindeer ears on. Whatever the case is, there is fabulous news ahead of you in terms of relationships. So those of you who are looking for a relationship, you've got to keep me posted on what's going to happen. And God bless you today. I hope that's been helpful. Okay, getting into the Christmas drive. God bless you all. Have a really great day. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.